A Clear Lake man is now facing multiple felony charges after investigators say he locked his disabled wife inside of a bedroom of their $1 million Clear Lake home for years. Police say the woman was recently able to call for some help. Fox 26 reporter Leslie Delaspore is live outside that home with the latest on this disturbing case. Leslie.
Yeah, that's right, Caroline. So neighbors I spoke to today tell me that they're shocked. They say that this home behind me here has always looked as it does right now with the blinds closed. So they had absolutely no idea of what was going on inside. A horror story was happening inside this $1 million home on Crown Ridge Court in Clear Lake, right next to the Bay Oaks Country Club golf course. Houston police say officers responded to the home around 7 a.m. March 6th after 46-year-old Ruby Rivera Johnson called for help. Investigators say the woman told police her husband, 46-year-old James Earl Johnson, had been locking her inside a bedroom against her will for years. She also told police she was not properly fed, sometimes given just one egg a day and dinner. Court records say the woman, who has disabilities, was confined to a bedroom for 5 years without phone access, proper nutrition, or medical care. Documents say she was finally able to call 911 after Johnson left a phone on the nightstand, but investigators say he later carried her back to bed after hanging up the call. HPD says officers were previously called to the home in November of 2025, but investigators say the wife told them the husband allegedly told her and the children to remain quiet when police arrived. Neighbors say nothing seemed out of the ordinary, describing Johnson as active in the neighborhood, even attending events like National Night Out. One trauma therapist says people with disabilities are at a greater risk for abuse, and victims in cases like this can face a very long road to healing.
You know, stories like this make me feel so compassionate.
Yeah, but let's get to the nitty gritty. So she has a disability. Is it a physical disability or a mental disability? Because if she got a mental disability, you know what I mean? That's the same woman that he married. She would have had that mental disability before they got married. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. But if she got a physical disability and he holding in a room and she kind of handicapped or something, that's crazy. That's criminal. Either way, it's criminal regardless. Now, they said she had a kid. So what the kid doing? So you told the kid not to do what? What, are you homeschooling the kid? And this is 5 years. He said he's 46 years old. He did this at 41 years old. So she was held against her will for 5 years in a room and malnourished by force. I want them to tell us if she was physically disabled or mentally disabled. Because if she was mentally disabled, she was the same disabled that when he met him. You know what I'm saying? Does that sound right? I don't know. But this is sounding a little bit, you know, it's just a little weird, man. Let's keep going.
And heartened for the survivor in this case, the victim in this case, who's had to live with a form of abuse we call coercive control. But the wounds that are created by this form of abuse, psychological, emotional, physical, can be long lasting and quite devastating. The victim finally sought some help, which led to some physical violence. But make no mistake, if somebody's being held against their will for 5+ years, this abuse was long standing. But the road to recovery can be long and hard, but help is available through counseling, through support. There is a lot of help out there. Fortunately, there is a lot of help available in our communities. There are resources, counselors, domestic violence organizations, hotlines. So if you see something that doesn't look altogether normal, might be suspicious, let them know, listen, and say, you know what, here's some resources.
Investigators say the case remains under investigation. Now, Johnson's bail was set at $100,000, but court documents show that at this time he has bonded out. Reporting live from Clear Lake, Leslie Delaspore, Fox.
Wait, $100,000 bond? That ain't nothing, boy. 10% of that, he good. He out. And then he go back to the crib, right? Or does she find her family? Because is he still in the same crib? Is Shorty that's in there now? I want to know. Because that's interesting. After there's a domestic violence dispute, and this one is basically kidnapping at this point, right? She's saying she's been held against her will for 5 years. I hope when he got out on his little $10,000 bond, first off, I need to know who bailed him out, because if the wife bailed him out, that's a whole nother problem right there. Look. And then did he go back to the crib with the woman? Or did she go back with her family? I need more details now. Cause I can send y'all down different lanes of information. How y'all want to get it? She was held against her will. She got free now. You know what I'm saying? She was mentally disabled, which they already knew. Plus, this was probably happening prior, like she said, prior to 5 years ago when she got taken. Or she's physically disabled. She can't escape. But then again, he made bond. And then he back probably at the crib. Mm-hmm. Low bond amount, which gives the villain, let's say, the opportunity to finish the job if he got to finish the job. Unless the reporter just not telling us everything we need to know. That could be it. But I want y'all to think about what's the solution in this situation. What happens if your husband holds you hostage? You hear me? Your husband holds you hostage for 5 years, G, and malnutrition you. What is the outcome? What do we do with this? I need to know. This is sad for the lady, at least. I wonder what the kid. I need to know more about this story. I hope that this story. This is a Houston. So for y'all don't know, the Houston man, he was holding his girl hostage, his disabled wife hostage in the bedroom for 5 years, and she said she was malnourished. She ran to the phone, made the call, said 911. Hey, he ain't feed me, and he got me locked up in the room for 5 years. They bust down the door, SWAT team. He go to jail, bond $100,000, 10%, $10,000 on the thing, bund it out. Back at the crib with shorty ass in the baby. Is that how the domestic disputes are settled? You put the victim right with the criminal in the same house and let them be like, well, the court system has to deal with this. Or was she lying to the officers to get him arrested? See, this can go down many rabbit holes you see here in the Savage Report. But we're gonna stay focused on him, man. I just want y'all to see what would happen, and because a lot of disputes on, this. I want to know his side of the story. I need to see this in court. I need to see what's really going on here, man. I need y'all to tell me what y'all think in the comments section. Don't forget to subscribe. It's your boy Angelo Savage, and this is the Savage Report. Peace.